Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Slide 2 Band of Thieves. I'll be your host for the LP, Haunting Darkness 13. Last time we got to mess with Neela and the Contessa in Prague, finally taking down the Contessa and gaining the Clockwork Eyes. This time we're gonna go mess with, I think he's John Bisson? A Bison? I think that's what he is. Anyway, let's go! It'll be a change of pace from all the darkness, making the snow.
Following the trail of spice shipments, we made our way up to Nunavut Bay, Canada, the secret hub of Jean Bisson's shipping empire. As a young man, he trekked across Canada to strike it rich during the gold rush of 1852. An avid prospector, he took some chances and ended up buried alive in an avalanche. Miraculously, the quick freeze kept him alive, and 120 years later, thanks to global warming, he thawed out. A product of his time, he dreams of taming the wild north, damming every river and chopping down all the trees, with progress delivered at the sharp end of an axe. Shipping spice for the Claw Gang proved a lucrative way to bankroll his one-man war against nature. And yet, I have to feel a little sorry for him. He's just a normal guy from the 1850s. Back in his day, he'd be a hero, but today, he's a villain. Either way, that man's got more than his fair share of the clockwork parts. What a low-tech guy like Jean Bisson is doing with robot parts is a mystery. I almost don't want to know. But as always, it's only a matter of time before I find out.
Guy Cooper and the gang. He who tames the iron horse. Whatever, we're going to Canada. Come on. But there is one thing I'm excited for, because in the abilities menu, we finally get Silent Obliteration and the Hover Pack. Both are very good items, and I'll be back from our Slayer.
I've got a lead on the clockwork parts. Head through town and out into the wilderness.
Silent Obliteration is one of the very useful abilities, and I will show it off in just a second. Also, this is where the loot becomes precious gems, which are really up there. See how close these guys are together? Oops. Okay, that didn't work nearly as well as I thought it would. What Silent Obliteration is supposed to do is make it so you don't alert other guards. Yeah, it is just rich today. Sapphires! But essentially, it's a new way to get rid of the enemies. And it's supposed to not alert other nearby guards. Like how originally you'd be slamming them on the ground before they disappear. Now that doesn't happen. And where am I supposed to be going? I know I have to do recon somewhere. Yep. Let's go raid the cabins. Dang. It's like the third guard in a row I've found that has a shiny in his pocket. I think rubies are the best out of the three. I think it goes ruby, sapphire, topaz. The rooftop guards are the ones that carry the topazes. Anyway, let's go.
That cabin may seem rustic, but don't be fooled. It's the control center for Jean Bisson's trade empire. Sneak inside and raid his files. You're sure to find out where he keeps his clockwork parts.
Ransacking his files doesn't sound hard. Now, climbing up a sheer rock wall, that'll be a challenge.
You're in luck. Before Jean Bisson took over, this used to be a popular destination for rock climbers. Some of their old wall hooks are still around.
I'm guessing I just jump and hit the circle button to latch on.
That's right. And remember to lean back before you spring off the hook. You'll get more altitude.
Thanks for the tip. I'll give it a try.
Altitude. have as much issues with these as I'm going to have, as I had with all the hooks in Gutessa's area. Also, a thing about this map, trains. They're good for a ride. Also, these guys. I don't know. That's about all I got.
Jackpot, Sly. That's Jean Bisson.
Looks like he didn't notice me come in.
Just stay out of sight and take a picture of each of his trade routes. They should narrow our search for his share of the clockwork parts.
All right, I'm on it.
Hello, Arpeggio here.
Salutations, Mr. Arpeggio. Y'all got time to shoot the breeze?
Of course, for you, chum, always. Although, must we communicate through that dreadful speakerphone?
Yeah, I can think better while my legs move. Pumps blood to your brain.
Yes, of course. One must keep blood in one's brain. But do tell, is there some pressing matter you'd like to discuss?
First off, are you still coming on schedule to get that Northern Lights battery?
Yes, we're well underway. My blimp should arrive at the end of the week.
Bullseye. For second, when you gonna give me a look-see at that clockwork brain of yours? I'd sure like to buy it off you.
Bisson, you covetous troglodyte. You've already got the lion's share of the parts. Would you take my meager portion of the robotic bird for your own and strip me of all my earthly pleasures?
Easy there, partner. You're all up in a lather. It's just that I found some real use for the clockwork parts I got. Why, I put 3 of them in the engines of my best trains. With those robotic doohickeys feeding the fire, them trains will run all night and all day. I call them my iron horses. Of course, I gotta keep the plans hidden. Stuffed them in my 3 trophy bass.
Sounds like you're making capital use of your share of the robotic loot. But for now, the clockwork brain stays with me on the blimp. Although, when I arrive to pick up the Northern Lights battery, I might be persuaded to give you a peek.
That'll do fine. By the way, you ready to giddy up into Perry for the final hoedown?
Yes, the blimp's hypnotist wavelengths conform to the specs drawn up by the Contessa, and Dimitri, before his unfashionable capture, did a bang-up job of distributing spice through his nightclub.
Sounds like all you're missing is some Northern Light electricity.
You're correct, sir. Yours is the final piece to the puzzle, the missing link. Once the battery is aboard, nothing will stand in the Claw Gang's way. Paris will be ours.
Yeah, okay. So, I guess I'll be seeing you at the end of the week.
Right. Farewell, Bisson. Stiff upper lip. Ta-ta.
Alrighty, that was a interesting conversation. And do be careful when you're underneath the tables. Jean Bisson can break them if he's suspicious. And I've actually ended up losing this mission, failing this mission once because he did that to me when I was over on that table over there. But that was a bit of a lengthy conversation between Arpeggio, the one enemy we haven't seen yet. And we're up here taking pictures of maps. Need to be up in the rafters for this anyway, so it's just a lot easier to get up into the rafters as early as possible. And if you want to hear the conversation, it's like I did. I just hang out up here. Jean Bisson never looks up. And thankfully you can just all take the pictures all from the rafters.
Sly, did you hear that? Bisson's hidden the Iron Horse blueprints in his trophy bass. Head for the fish on top of the fireplace and steal those plans.
I'm not gonna like this. I never did. Can't we come back for this one later when Jean Bisson's not here? Because I think sometimes
Excellent.
that's
Now get
problem.
out of that cabin before you're spotted.
Okay. You stopped for some reason. That works. That's the one thing I hate about the trophy bass thing is you get vaulted into the air for some reason. Alright. Wait for the gigantic bison to... Yeah. There's your problem right there for staying into the... down underneath the tables. He gets heavily suspicious. For whatever reason. Whatever. I'm out! I'm out.
After analyzing Pissan's decorating techniques, I think we'll find the other trophy bass above the mantle in the 2 remaining cabins.
Okay. Now, one of the biggest things to note, aside from moose, I don't have anything shiny, so I'm just gonna do this, is that the train tracks can lead you pretty much anywhere. I mean, seriously, they cover good 50% of the map, and they can just like lead just about anywhere. Duck, there's a duck. Duck with a shiny. Duck with a shiny. Come here, duck. I'm taking your shiny. You have a topaz for me? You have a topaz for me. And normally that would have called the goat over here. This is what silent obliteration actually does. Normally that goat would have been suspicious, would have came running and all that. But nope. We did it quietly. But I am gonna do this. Because he's a goat. It's about all I gotta say. Anyway, let's go get that second blueprint. And I gotta say, it is...
Yep, just like I thought. Get to the fish above the mantle and steal those blueprints.
Hey, looky, this one has a shiny too. But I gotta say, it... How? What am I doing? Constantly forget I have this thing. There. Much better. I forget how easy that is. I've never honestly used that particular skill before this LP, and I'm amazed at how easy it is to just kill everything with it. Anyway, here's blueprint number 2.
2 down, 1 to go.
Also, on a side note, here's the vault. Which means this is like one of the few times we'll actually see a vault before I actually get around to doing the bottle run. It's the only instance, really. Because this all loops into one gigantic mission. It just means we'll have to come back to the cabin. I mean, you can go anywhere with all 3 characters that you've already been. Let's wait for the train to come by, because the trains will kill you. As they should. We can also hitch a ride. Yep, all the trains you can hitch a ride. And just, like, blow through everything. Although it is nice to be actually able to see where all my land is, where all the land is. This train actually, yeah. Lured me to it. And, oh, not quite. Oh. It's not as bright as I thought it'd be, though, considering all the snow. But I'll take it. I'll take the ability to see where I'm going. I'm so used to like wandering around in the dark. Oh, that's a treasure. Let's see. Moose?
The last trophy bass is above the fireplace. Be careful.
Attention all cabin guards. I've heard tell from the boys at Ponderosa Cabin there's someone been at my hidden blueprints. Everyone stay sharp. This ain't
hurts worse? The horns or the bullets? Let's see. Maybe he's got a health thingy. No, of course not. Oh well, this is the last blueprint we need anyway. There we go. Blueprint number 3.
Exceptional work, Sly. That's the last of the blueprints.
Now, yeah, I think you actually have to walk out of the... There's my health thingy. I have to walk out of the door for it to actually count as a completed mission. Unless I can attack something else on. I mean, it's been a while since I've
Armed
played
with
this
all
game.
three
Oh, you can't
blueprints, we should be able to isolate and track the Iron Horse trains through that satellite dish.
Top of the mountain, huh? Shouldn't take long.
Yeah, shouldn't take long at all. This is the mission that never ends. I swear. Apparently this better be the last part of the mission. I honestly have forgotten. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Nothing to see here. Okay, the train track that leads up there is over there. And yes, you can use the train tracks to actually just... Whoa, whoa. Not if the train's coming. Okay, let's just do this. That was close. That was very close. Okay. That'll get somebody's blood moving.
This appears to be the only way up. Keep an eye out for those rock climber wall hooks. They might be useful.
I also don't know what's going on with Sly and that vault off the fireplace things. Also, be careful of hawks. They can try to get you.
This is great. We've got total access to the train's GPS system. It's all on my computer. Head back to the safe house. I'll crunch some numbers and give you and Murray the rundown.
Finally! Finally this mission's done. Yeesh, Bentley.
Thanks to Sly's efforts, we now know the location of all 3 of the local clockwork parts. 2 lugs and a stomach. Jean Bisson has grafted each piece to the engine in one of his Iron Horse trains. This improvement allows the trains to run all night and all day. We won't have the luxury of sneaking in while they're stopped. While they're in motion, the only way aboard is through a hatch on the caboose roof, which unfortunately has been locked down. These need to go. First, collect the spice gas from the balloons above town, and then land on the back of the caboose to blow off the locks. Once the way is cleared, I'll suit up and jump into Iron Horse number 1 while it passes near town. With some luck, we'll have the first clockwork lug in a few hours.
Well, you heard the turtle, but for now, I'm going to call it. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, my beloved audience, I bid you adieu.